Rihanna reveals some major updates on her new album finally.
And we are totally jamming out to Selena's new album early.
And Demi releases an emotional new teaser track.
Friends, it's all coming up today on DHR.
We are technically challenged on today's rundown.
We are.
Welcome back to the show. Our printer didn't work, so we are going to be getting live notes from our phones. Bear with us if it's a little rough, but we're so glad we're back. Aaron Robinson with Jocelyn Davis, JD. I almost messed up your name.
That's okay. I mess it up all the time.
Jazzy Jazz.
Jay Dizzle in the hizzle. Okay, so enough of that. Rihanna, let's talk about it. Illuminati action. What's happening?
So we're finally getting updates on Rihanna's new album. First of all, it is not going to be called R8, which we all thought it would be.
So surprised about that.
I'm not surprised. Like, Rihanna wants to do something a little different,
True.
outside of the box. So we have a new album title and also some new cover art for the album, which I love. So last night at an art gallery event in LA, Riri debuted the album cover art, which is this painted photo of her as a little girl wearing this gold crown over her eyes, and the kid photo is her holding a balloon. Rihanna also held a balloon at the event. And the album title is called Anti, and she posted an Instagram pic saying that anti means a person opposed to a particular policy, activity, or idea. Now, there was a little twist on this unveiling that I loved. So everyone who attended the event had to wear an eye mask. And so there were other paintings with poems, like lyrics from her album. And every guest couldn't see, and they had to read the poetry, experience it with Braille.
Ooh,
It's the
so
first
cool.
album that's ever kind of expressed itself to target the visually impaired, which was so cool. So I love that. I think it's really creative, and I want to hear some new Rihanna music now. It's ready.
It's gonna be sick.
It's time.
You know that. It kind of seems like today is all about new music, to be honest. So Demi Lovato is everywhere right now. She's been debuting these little previews, teasers from her Confident album. We just got 2 more. The first one is called Father. It's about her own dad who passed away recently. Take a listen.
Father, I'm gonna say thank you. Even if I don't understand. Oh.
And this other one is called Yes. It's all about saying yes to love in your life. Clearly, this one's for Wilmer. Check it out.
Yes. So here's my body that I'm giving to us. Here's my arms that'll hold us up. Here's my life dedicated to love. I try to give you everything.
So obviously both of those songs, very different. Demi said that the song Father is probably the one she's most proud of on the album, and that she really thinks people are gonna be surprised by the way that she's singing it. It's very soulful, kind of like a gospel song almost, and I'm so excited about
I love
this
that she
album.
superimposed footage from her talking about mental health issues on top of this track, which I think really says a lot about her inspiration for that song. Well, Taylor Swift has officially moved on from her previous feud with Nicki Minaj. Even though Nicki and Miley are now still fighting about it, Taylor has moved on. So Taylor is the cover girl for GQ and also NME magazine. And in some of these interviews, she's getting real gritty with what happened between her and Nicki. First of all, they asked her to talk about it, and she says, "I'm not going to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it." But she said, "I send text messages now. If there seems to be some kind of misunderstanding, I go to someone's management, I get their number, and I text them." She also said this quote is an important lesson for anyone to learn in 2015. I think this is great. I'm still a fan of the phone call, though, if I'm
that's
being
true.
honest, because a text message could totally be taken out of context. But I do like this approach. Go to the person. If you're a celebrity and there's this beef, don't go to the media, because first of all, the media changes what you say. And second of all, just go behind the scenes, deal with your drama and your shade quietly and privately, and let's all just be positive with each other, support each other.
Selena Gomez. Oh my gosh, so much to talk about when it comes to this talented lady today. So first off, yesterday we got a ton of details about a lot of things going on in her life that many of us didn't know about, thanks to a new interview with Billboard. where she's going and talking about how people thought she went to rehab a few years ago or last year, and pretty much saying that is not true. In fact, she has been dealing with a diagnosis with lupus. She says, quote, "I've been through chemotherapy. That's what my break was really about. I could have had a stroke. I wanted so badly to say, you guys have no idea. I'm in chemotherapy. You're holes." I think a lot of people out there kind of knew she was facing some sort of health battle, but I'm really proud of her for being so brave and going on the record and finally putting the truth out there. Not only that, Selena is also talking about how disappointed she is in the media, how they've portrayed her, how she's basically become a story for tabloids all over the place. She called out Hollywood Life in particular for being horrible. She talked a little bit about Justin Bieber. Their relationship, says they don't talk anymore, they're on good terms, but that this album is not about him, it's all about her. Now, speaking of the album,
my gosh.
Aaron and I were just jamming out to this 8-minute video sneak peek that Selena has put on her website, selenagomez.com. Go check it out. Wow, I don't even know what to say, and I'm not exaggerating. This far surpassed my expectations. Specifically, a song called Hands to Myself. It's got the sickest beat. Check it out.
Can't keep my hands to myself. Hands to myself.
Literally, we were having a dance party in our office.
Oh, good.
There's another song called Sober that I'm particularly into. It's all about being in a relationship with someone who can only love you when they're not sober. So very personal, very telling. I'm very excited.
So we are seeing a different side of Justin Bieber than we've seen before by way of UFC champion Ronda Rousey. I don't know if you've seen this girl in action, but she is not somebody whose bad side I want to be on. Well, she was at Cannes with her younger sister who's 16, and they saw Justin Bieber there. Well, apparently her little sister said, "Hey, do you think he would take a photo with me?" And Rhonda said, "Yeah, no problem. Look at him. He's a sweetheart." He was apparently taking a bunch of photos with a bunch of girls. So they approach him and ask for a photo. And Justin apparently gave her little sister the cold shoulder and said, quote, "I've already taken 1 billion pictures today, okay? 1 billion. Now, Rhonda says he walked away, completely shunned them, and that her little sister was heartbroken and that she was on the verge of tears saying, "I'm no longer a believer." And so Rhonda chimes in. This was her interview with Cosmopolitan, by the way, and says, "Yeah, I don't think I'd want to hang out with him. I'm not a believer. I was, but I'm not anymore."
I don't like this.
I don't like this either. I think this is really interesting, though, because Justin is really on this whole tangent right now where he's trying to clean up his image in the media, which I totally appreciate, but I think that you see a person's true character in small moments and not in big moments. And I feel like if you are a celebrity and you are hanging out with other celebrities, they're your peers, so you have to kind of treat them with some respect. And I feel so bad for this little girl. Her heart's broken.
Maybe he'll do a redo and go to her house and take a photo of her there. All right, you guys, so we have some questions for you before we wrap up this episode of DHR. Now that we've heard so many snippets, so many sneak peeks from Demi and Selena's albums, whose album are you more excited about? It's like almost impossible to make a choice here.
I cannot choose. I think it's going to be a tie.
I think so.
So good. Also, in this whole Justin Bieber, Ronda Rousey debate, whose side are you on? Are you on Ronda's Justin should be nicer to people, or is Justin just bombarded with people all the time? He needs a break too. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys weigh in the comment section, and also we'll be back here tomorrow. So subscribe to Clevver News, to get all of your updates from the dirt. You guys, we love you. Thanks for hanging. We'll see you tomorrow. Whoa, Nicki Minaj totally shades Miley Cyrus in that box on the left, and Justin Bieber is talking about his relationship with Selena Gomez again.